Well, here we are at Planet Wisdom, back in the catacombs where it's a little quieter than out in the concert right now. At least the walls aren't rumbling in here, but we're glad that Zach could take a little time and be with us today. Zach Hunter is someone who has followed that passion of Christ as he felt the call to make a difference. And I won't tell any of his story because he knows it better than I do. But as we prepare for the T3 Challenge, I thought maybe it would be good if Zach took a moment, who really is a T3 Challenge kind of person, and shared a little of his story with us. So when did you decide that there was something that you needed to do something about?
Yeah, well, that was when I was 12. I was learning about the history of our country. It was actually February, which is Black History Month, and I was learning a lot about amazing people in our country's history. You know, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman, people who had used the freedom they had gained to help others attain their freedom. And I just thought I'd been born a couple hundred years too late to actually do anything about this issue. Because to me, slavery had always been such a huge button pusher. You know, I always got so furious when I heard about people of my race who thought it was okay to oppress others just because of the color of their skin. And I just thought, you know, how could this ever happen? And when I found out that was still going on, that there are more than 27 million people enslaved around the world today, I just thought, hey, I can still do something. There's still a way for me to help make the world a better place. So I started a campaign called Loose Change to Loosen Chains. Started speaking in my school and in my church, raising money, raising awareness about the issue of modern-day slavery. And from there, it kind of just took off, and now I'm here. So.
Right. Now, as you, obviously you get opportunity to talk to a lot of students in a lot of places. I know I've read your book, at least one of them.
Yeah.
And I have the other one sitting right over there, so I'll get to it. And, but as you talk to students, and especially to the students that are viewing this, those who are getting ready to figure out how they can make a difference, if you had to give them a couple pieces of simple advice, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I would say, first of all, find something you're passionate about, you know? Find something that you can't forget about, you know? Review in your mind if there was a time when you heard about a problem in the world that you just couldn't get off your mind, you know, you had to force it out, or that made your heart beat faster, or that even you just thought, this is just wrong, you know, somebody has to do something about this. That person could be you, you know. God may be telling you, I've given you something to do. And even if it's not that dramatic, there's never a wrong reason to help the poor or the hurting. And you can help right in your own backyard. Somebody you know, or your family, your friends may be hurting, and you could even help in your own city. You know, it doesn't have to be big and feel glamorous. You can make a change right where you are.
So what surprised you the most as you ventured out and you said, you know what, we're just going to start collecting loose change and see what we can do? What surprised you the most in that whole early state?
I think I was the most surprised that the youngest kids raised the most money. Except looking back on it, you know, they're cuter, so they go past somebody, can I have your change? You know, and they say, oh, of course. And but I think they really did try harder. There was that raw compassion, that childlike faith, where they thought, yeah, this is possible. We'll raise money, we'll collect coins, and then kids will be free from slavery as a result. They were completely lacking the cynicism and skepticism that we adopt as we get older, and I think that was surprising and also helped me learn a lot.
And as you look back now, and it's been some years, did you ever envision when you first said, I got to do something about this, that you would be in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, today with Mark Matlock at Planet Wisdom, and did you ever see anything like that in the early days?
Yeah, I didn't really. I never expected to be recognized for something. I never expected to be asked to do interviews on television. I've had the privilege of doing that, doing news stuff and being on Good Morning America and things like that. And I would have never chosen that for myself because that didn't sound at all exciting to me. There are a lot of people who want the mic, and I'm the type of person who, especially at the beginning, like I had a clinical anxiety disorder, so I would not have predicted any of this or wanted any of it for me. This is not at all close to my dream, but the great thing is that around that time is when God started to kind of, I guess, heal me of that and show me that, hey, you have a platform. People are going to listen to you because you're young and because you have something to say and because it matters. My message is simple. Anybody could be doing what I'm doing. And but yeah, there's no way that I would have predicted or wanted any of this. But now that I'm here, it's beautiful. It's great.
And this morning or this afternoon, I don't remember what it was, you did share from the platform the verse that you so rightly said, youth workers love to hold up,
Yeah.
Which is let no one look down on you because you are young. And do you think that young people have trouble seeing themselves as difference makers?
I think so. I think, first of all, it's easier that way to say, oh, I'm young, I can do something later. It's easy, and I can be pretty lazy. So if I can say, oh, I can do this later, I'll probably procrastinate. It's just easier that way. So there's that, and also I think our culture kind of tells us that until you reach a certain age or get a certain amount of money or a certain amount of experience, until you have the credentials, you can't really change anything. You can't really do anything. You can't contribute. If anybody's going to change the world, it's going to be somebody else, or it's going to be someday when you're better equipped. And what I tell people is you don't have to wait for someone else to change the world or someday to change the world. You are the someone, and today is the day for change. And you can make a change right where you are. It's not complicated.
Very good. Well, thanks for taking the time. I know that it's a hectic pace that you're going here,
Yeah.
but thanks for taking the time to talk with us today. And blessings on your ministry.
Thank you
as
so
continue
much.
on.
Yeah.
So, those of you stepping up to the challenge, he said it. Today's the day. You're the one. Go make a difference.